Hi friends, it's Miss Bianca, and today we are going to be working in our Earth Day Activities book again. If you could turn with me to page 10. So if you tuned in last week, we were reading about ecosystems, how they help our environment, what an ecosystem is, what is involved in it, as well as a food chain, and how the food chains work with producers, consumers, decomposers, and things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. So on page 10, you have 5 questions. They're fill in the blank. So let's get started with question 1. It says, a blank is a plant that makes its own food. So if we can turn back, or if you remember the answer, props to you, we can turn back and see what is a plant that makes its own food. Okay, so I found that a producer is a plant that makes its own food. So we can go ahead and cross out producer. Question number 2. Bacteria is an example of a blank. So again, we can go back to our reading. Right here, it says bacteria and other living things that cause decay are a decomposer. So bacteria is an example of a decomposer. Question number 3. The way producers, consumers, and decomposers provide nutrients to each other is called a blank. Okay, so I found that the way producers, consumers, and decomposers provide nutrients to each other is called a food chain. And blank is all the living and non-living things in an area. Okay, so that one's kind of easy. It says an ecosystem is made up of all of the living and non-living things in an area. So an ecosystem is all the living and non-living things in an area. Okay, last question. Animals, including humans, are blank because they eat other plants and animals. All right, right in the middle. So it says animals, including humans, are consumers. They eat or consume plants or other animals. So animals, including humans, are consumers because they eat other plants and animals. Okay, so next we have 3 open-ended questions. The first one is describe the consumers at the top of the food chain. Why are they at the top? The next one is what can disturb an ecosystem? The last one, how are the living things in an ecosystem dependent on each other? So we've already answered the first 5 questions. I challenge y'all to answer these last 3 questions. Put in your comments below and let me know what y'all come up with. Thanks, guys.